If you have been feeling stuck lately, motivation isn't your problem. I think you've made so many promises to yourself that you don't even believe them anymore. And what I learned, and I'm still learning through a season of not trusting myself, is how much that impacts your confidence. If you're new here, I'm Cece May. This is a place where women can breathe, belong, and become her. And what I learned and I'm still working on has completely changed the way that I see confidence. Today, I want to share with you how to rebuild trust with the most important person in your life. You, sis. Now, I have a question. Have you ever felt disappointed in yourself? I have. So many times, probably too many times to count. I feel like losing self-trust starts with these famous lines. And I know that I'm not alone in this. I know there are some women out there who are probably still doing these same things. Raise your hand if you are one of the women that says, I'm going to start on Monday. Or what about I will start on January 1st? Sis, that's you. Is that you? Or how about I'm going to start waking up early? Right. Or I am going to cook today. And then you end up in a fast food line. Don't tell me I'm alone in this. I know that I have some other women here who know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's those little moments like that that start to break away at the trust that you have within yourself. Because does that Monday ever really come? And if it does come, did you quit by day 3? By day 5? Did you make it a month? 3 months? 6 months? Or did you just altogether quit? That right there, it breaks that trust that we have within ourselves and it dings on our confidence. It makes you feel like I can't even trust that I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. And really, in that season, I realized that I lie to myself more than anybody. Whew. Don't tell me I am the only one who feels that. When I say that to myself, it hits me someplace deep. I lie to myself more than anybody else. I just want us to sit with that for a second because I don't think that we think in those moments where we say we're going to do one thing and we do another thing that we're lying to ourselves. And how angry do we get when other people lie to us? Pissed off. Pissed off. Because it's like, why did you have to lie? Why did you say you're going to do something that you knew that you weren't going to do? It's so easy to point that finger and not turn that finger back on yourself and to look in the mirror and say, sis, you are not even being truthful to yourself. That is so deep. And it was so heartbreaking to me when I realized what was actually happening in my life. Of course, I'm not going to be able to accomplish things. I don't trust that I'm going to be able to take step 1. And then you get into a cycle where now I don't even know where to start because I started working out probably 5 times over this year and I quit every time. I started a diet. Then I was at somebody's restaurant. But do you see what I'm saying? Like these little bitty things, they add up and they grow to this big monster. And now you don't even know where to start. And that is just such a sad place to be when if we chose just one little thing to keep a promise to ourselves with, how much more in control and how much more confident we actually would feel. So when we do those lies to ourselves, I believe we're doing two things. I believe, and this is what I felt when I was not living up to the things that I said that I was going to do. The first thing is that I am disrespecting my own boundaries. I said something because I knew that's what I needed to do. And in turn, not doing it, now I have disrespected my boundaries. The second thing is we're ignoring the standards that we're setting for our life that we really want, that would take us to the next level. So if you're ignoring your own standards and you're disrespecting your own boundaries, how could we possibly go out into the world and expect everybody else to give us that same kind of respect and to live up to the standards that we don't even live up to ourselves? How unfair is that? We expect this behavior from in our relationships from all around us. And we don't even do that for ourselves. Like, that is sad. And like, we have a responsibility to show up for ourselves. We show up for everybody else and we say we're going to do something and then we turn around and we don't do it. We make excuses. I don't think that because we don't trust ourselves that we're broken. I don't believe that. I don't think that we're broken. I just think that we don't believe in the promises that we make to ourselves. And there's a cost for that. Everything costs. We know that. There ain't nothing in this life for free, and there is a cost for everything. The cost. Now you're hesitant. Now you're overthinking. Now you're anxious. Now you don't even want to get out of bed. Now you don't even know where to start. Those are some heavy costs. And let's be honest, that Monday and that January 1st, those things that we feel like we need this perfect kind of scenario in order to go ahead and do what we say we're going to do. How many Mondays? So, how many months? How many January 1st? How many years? Of course, you're going to be lost. How could you not be lost if those are the standards that you're setting for yourself that conditions have to be perfect? Of course, you're overthinking. Of course, you're anxious. And I don't think it's because that we can't. I believe it's that we believe we won't do it. Whew, that's deep. That is so deep that we won't set out to do things simply because that we know that we can't trust ourselves to follow through. I don't know if that's hitting anybody, but that is hitting me right now. Like, that is really hitting me. That I expect everybody to trust me without trusting myself. Whew, I am preaching to myself today, okay? Like, this is wow. Like, this is something that I feel like us women we need to hear because we go about our daily lives and we promise and say that we're going to do things for ourselves. But then we'll turn around and we'll keep these same promises to everybody else, to our jobs, our kids, our partners, everybody else. But then we'll leave ourselves with nothing at the end of the day. Now, our cup is not full. We don't have anything to pull from. We don't have any kind of standard that we have for ourselves that this action right here is going to set me on a path to make my life better and to make me a better person. That's sad. That is so sad. But this is the exciting part because once we realize that this is something that we struggle with, the answer is actually easy. It's actually simple. And it's something that we can add into our daily lives that can help build that muscle and build that confidence. And that is going to start to change everything. We think that we need to make these big life changing like decisions, like we need to do these huge big things in order to see a difference in our lives. But really, a lot of this stuff is so small, it's so simple, and like they're easy things that we could do every single day. that would change things. So, I don't believe that it's motivation. I do believe us women, we get really caught up on this motivation thing. We think that we need to be motivated in order to accomplish something. Honey, if you waiting on motivation, you will never make it to where you're trying to go. Because I don't know about you, but motivation don't come around enough for me. It Where she at? Where sis, where you at? Where she at? Where is the motivation? I'll be needing it in moments where I have nothing to offer and ain't no motivation around. Don't see it. So, motivation, I don't think that's what we need. We need to just throw that whole I need to be feel motivated in order to make a change out the window. It does not serve us. It does not help us. And she come around when she come around and it ain't enough. Trust me, it ain't enough. And I know you feel that too because a lot of times we're stuck because we're waiting for that girl motivation to show up. And you know she be late. Sis be late, okay? I also don't think it's vision boards. I don't think it's another planner. Child, I looked today and I looked on my coffee table and my list of planners and notebooks and books is about this big. I said, why in the world do I have all of these notebooks and planners? Sis, no. Those are not the things that's going to help us regain self trust. That is not going to get us to where we need to go. But this is the golden moment. Come here. It's to make one promise that's small and fulfill it every single day. Now, tell me that's not something you can do. You can do that. That's one small action that you can do every single day. So, one of the things that I chose was to make my bed every single day. We always forget the small, simple things. The small, simple stuff. We think everything needs to be big, loud, aggressive, whatever the case. No, no. Make your bed. Drink a glass of water. Stand outside for 10 minutes to get you some vitamin D. Because, honey, if you're a melanated sister, you know we need the vitamin D, honey. Okay? Take your vitamins. One small thing and then repeat it every single day. No matter what, repeat it. Keep it easy. Don't pick up 5 different promises to yourself. Just pick one. Right now, all we trying to do is exercise that muscle. That's it. We're not trying to be perfect. None of that stuff. We are just trying to show up in small ways that's going to get us to where we're trying to go. You can do that. You can do that. That stuff is easy. Like it's so simple and easy to do. One thing that I know, every promise that you keep to yourself, it builds confidence and it's transformative. It starts to change the way that your mind processes. It starts to change the way that you feel about yourself. Because you know, regardless, I don't care about the day, I don't care about the time, I'm going to make my bed. Sometimes I make it first thing in the morning or my husband's sleeping in and I'll wait till he get up and then I'll make it. What if you don't make it until you get off work? You still did it. What if you don't make it up until you about to get in the bed? You still did it. And it's going to make you feel so much better knowing that you are regaining trust within yourself. We got to build that muscle. This is exciting, like, because we think that these things are so hard and things that we can't do and we can't control, but we really can. I didn't let y'all know, but like I am actually doing a 14-day challenge here on YouTube as a new creator and as a small creator. I wanted to show up every single day on YouTube and put myself out there and give myself some visibility. And honestly, it's teaching me to show up every single day, no matter what. That and this week has been hard. The first week was a little bit easier, but this week has been challenging. But I said, are you really going to let yourself down? You're going to disappoint your own self. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to take some time and put in a little bit of effort that it takes, even if it's just a cooking video. Some small, sis. I know you can do this. We can do this together. This is something that is going to be foundational for us in order to become her. And that foundation we're going to need because we are going to work on building step by step. We are going to work together and build this community, and we're going to build these women that we want to become. It's in you, sis. I know you can do it. And I want us to work together on this. So I got 3 questions for you that I want you to take one of them notebooks. I know you got a bunch of notebooks in that house. I know it. You at least got one that you wrote in 2 times. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I am lying. You got a notebook. So I want you to dig out that notebook, dust it off, get you a pen. 5 minutes. Do this for 5 minutes. Question number 1. What is one promise that you have stopped believing in yourself to fulfill? That's a deep one now. You can go as deep as you want with this. Up to you, sis. I just want you to get your brain thinking about these things. Number 2, if your best friend spoke to herself the way that you speak to yourself, what would you tell her? And number 3, and this one is the most important one. And if I wanted you to take anything from this video, this is the one that I wanted you to take. What is one promise that you can make to yourself that you can start today? Not Monday, not January 1st, but today. Just pick one. Easy, simple, straightforward. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you pick, sis. We accountability partners, so we need to make sure that we following up on the things that we say that we're going to do. Now that I told you about my 14-day challenge, I think I'm almost done. I think I might be on day 10. I can't even remember. I'm going to have to look. But pick one, sis, and get excited about this. This is the good work. This is the work that I get excited about because I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Pat CC. Thank you. Thank you for doing this for me. This was sweet. This took you 30 seconds to a minute, but you thought about future me. And thank you for showing me that you care about me. How, like, that's just so exciting to me. And I celebrate all those little wins. So when I climb in bed at the end of the night and my bed is made, I'm like, this feels good. Thank you. Thank you, Pat CC. Celebrate your little wins, sis. The women that we're building is not built in one huge moment. It's those tiny little moments, intentional moments that make the difference. And we are in control of those tiny moments that will rebuild our trust and rebuild our confidence. We got this, sis. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you made it this far, sis, you're my sis for life. If you are new here and you made it all the way here, please subscribe, leave a comment. I am so happy to have you here. We need community so bad. In this world, community is like everything. It is everything. And it is so important to me because I need help on this journey, okay? And I feel like talking to other women, we need help. We need help in order to make it to where we're trying to go because it's not easy, but we're going to take it one step at a time. I love you, girl. I'll see you in another video.